Alright. Hello. Welcome back. I've been procrastinating on this video for a while. I've been using my Alliance house as a staging ground, just to build things, ideas, get them down somewhere. But it's time to record some of it so I can delete this house. So, let's have a wander. We, of course, did a pool table. Not too crazy. One of the easier items you can make. We did ourselves a little pop-up restaurant. I don't know why I made this. I was kind of just messing around with these nets as like windows, and it kind of just evolved into this little Noodle Bar. We've dubbed it Noms, as you can see. We'll just have a poke around, point out anything super interesting. The pots and pans we used here are just candlesticks. They what are they called? City Wanderer's candle holder and wooden chamber stick. There's also a forbidden fork hanging up here from the Valdrakken Endeavor. Some more odds and ends laying around. We built a pinball machine. It's a little bit busy, but pinball machines should be busy, I'd argue. It has a lot of interactable items on it, just for fun. It is a amalgamation of different goblin and mecha gnome parts. We built this big pillar. It's made up of a couple different items. We use a circular elven table to kind of cap the top and the bottom. And to make this pillar style, I'm a big fan. It's just a couple of beams turned up 90 degrees. And you can just kind of layer them into each other, just like this. And we'll just rotate them so you get this nice kind of Greek pillar look. We have a couple more of those in here, capped with small elegant tables and some different lights and items kind of topping them just to see how they look, different colors. They came out quite nice. Use them in something. We have our swing chair, of course. This is all built off the Valdrakken hanging cauldron, so one of the crafted alchemy items, I think. Maybe blacksmithing from Dragonflight. But we only really want it for the ropes, so we kind of hid it in kind of all these leaves and items, just so we could have the nice hanging ropes. It does have kind of a natural glow to it, and these pillars are actually lampposts too, so it is quite bright in the area, so not too shabby. In here we did a couple of windows, just made out of mirrors and most importantly, the light beams. The yellow one is a crafted item. It is the Octagon miniature artificial sun. Bit of a mouthful, but we've clipped it into the wall, sized it up a bit, and we're going to use this as like the light rays, and it really kind of brings any kind of window to life, just having the light beams come through. You can see it's just some beams and a curtain, kind of just bordering a mirror. This is an Orgrimmar mirror. It has kind of a funky shape, so it is hard to completely cover this one. You might have better luck with some of the other mirrors. What are they called? Iron reinforced standing mirror. That's what this one uses. And it has the blue light rays, which is a different Octagon item, but it isn't crafted. There's a couple here you can see. There's double light you could use, but this one is a hanging floodlight for the blue I've used here. It's a little harder to grab this one, so I'm just grabbing it out of the storage. Scale it up. It does make the arrows a little harder to grab, but... And we just poke that through the wall. Probably tilt it a little more. And you can get this really cool light beam effect through your windows. Did a little super green nook right now. Got our bookshelf complete with bookends made out of little Zandalari idols. More razor wind mirrors, but since it's like a deeper room with more padding around the edges, it's not hard to hide these ones. I'm using Draenic fences just to kind of create this extra window layer. And on the other side here we have more of an elven look. Lots of whites, lots of blues. Little fake moon in the corner with another Octagon light kind of shining through. This replica altar from the Hunter class hall actually is really big, has a really massive targeting box, so I'm just going to drag that out the way for a second. We have some Elven Temple braziers in here. Very shiny, very silver. It's like this bit is optional, you don't need one of these if you don't have a hunter. And the pillars, we're using lampposts here for this one, just scaled all the way up, just to steal the pillar effect from the crescent moon lamppost. Some sturdy wooden trellises, just dyed highborn marble, just for the extra white. Over here we have some Kirin glass tables, just used as like to stage some items inside. I'm a big fan of the Kirin glass table. It is Jewelcrafting crafted. Wrath of the Lich King. It does take Dragon's Eyes, which is a reward from the Jewelcrafting daily quest. So if you have a Jewelcrafter, you should try and do that every day. Otherwise you might pay through the nose for those. We did another one here with a bunch of roses in it. I quite like this one. Around the corner we made a Octagon clock. Just a bunch of the cogs from Octagon. Some of the Endeavor items kind of layered in just to get all the moving parts. And gnomish fence posts for the clock hands. The hands don't move, of course, but just for show. We have our panda corner here. Just a bunch of the Lore Walker items and a few of the monk ones. Just laid into this little nook. Just different themes I've wanted to work with, so I put them down in this house before I worked with them elsewhere. We have our classic night elf sitting area. You could probably push this out in the opposite direction if you didn't want the kind of seating area. So you could imagine the doorways would be inverted, so they'd be out like this. And you could have a bigger space to decorate on the outside. You can see one of my rugs has turned itself again. Things seem to move in this house, and I'm not sure why. Every time I come in here, something's moved. We laid some of these drapes down, so they look like blankets. We just hide the ends underneath some of the pillows, just for some extra layering. We tried to create some 3D art out of this window frame. So we just turned it around, and we're using the inside of the window just to something pretty. And of course we have another night elf themed little, this one's an extra room. This is a, what is this, small octagon room. All the other ones are kind of closet sized. It's a cross-shaped room, but they're all closet-sized on either side. But this one has an octagon room tagged on. We clipped a little stool on the edge so we can sit in here. You could also just close these windows, and you could use it as a viewing room. I've left it open just so I can come out here. Gave myself a little picnic area. Layered lots of plants, lots of flowers. Spruced up the joint. What else do we have? We have one more section over here. Our bowling alley. So we've just used a bunch of our ethereal piping. Got our ball return up the center. Lots of shiny bits, keep it purple, on theme. Only using 6 pins because we're kind of tapped for storage right now. Got our little seating area. Nothing much to explain here, except maybe these little lights. We're using scaled down Valdrakken lamppost just so I can get this nice little lamp without using more purple or more candles. Just something different. But that's it. That's the Alliance house I've been mucking around in for the past couple of weeks. And through there's the little shoji room I showed earlier. And now I can kind of deconstruct this and start on some new stuff. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you snagged some ideas or found something new from this video. And now I can work on some more stuff. So thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.